Hello, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com. This is your weekly Driving in Wyoming podcast. Today we're going to talk about the 2014 Subaru Forester. A ride in any Subaru, the Forester is no exception, is to enter a world where the vehicle doesn't really cruise down the road, but continually just begs you to jump off the beaten path and do something that involves sandals. When I received a Forester for a test drive, within 10 minutes I was getting dirt on it because that's just what it wants you to do. The Forester is Subaru's family-sized SUV and is the popular big brother to the smaller wagon crossovers that are all over Wyoming's roads. Like most in this segment, it emphasizes passenger seating space, utility, and cargo room. Being a crossover SUV, it's built to find a balance between these two things, those being everyday driving and weekend off-roading. The 2014 Subaru Forester comes very close to a perfect balance, thanks to some thoughtful improvements for this new model year. For off-road fun factor, Subaru really had little to change in the Forester. It's always been an exceedingly reliable and very excellent all-wheel drive vehicle. It has plenty of utility as well. Most of the changes that came with the 2014 model year have to do with fuel economy and ergonomics, both things that Forester sorely needed. The 2014 Subaru Forester 2.5i is a partial zero-emissions vehicle, or PZEV, which gets 32 miles per gallon on the highway, assuming you have the continuously variable transmission. It gets about 3 miles less than that if you go with the manual transmission. 32 miles per gallon is not some dreamy number. It's actually achievable. In our time in the SUV, we were able to get both under and over that estimate on the highway, depending on conditions. For Wyoming drivers, 32 miles per gallon is a very good deal, especially in a sport utility that easily accommodates 5 full-sized people and plenty of cargo. The first thing people will notice when they climb into the new 2014 Forester is that the door sills are shorter and the doors themselves are taller. This makes the climb in and out much less of a climb and more of kind of a slide in. In everyday use, this means a lot less heel skid when you're getting in and out, and it means throwing things into the car and moving children around in car seats or not is much, much simpler and easier. This improves everyday ergonomics in a big way. To go with that, seating has been improved as well. There's far more shoulder, leg, and knee and hip room in the front seats, and much better shoulder and knee room in the back seats. In fact, the back seat can now accommodate 3 full car seats or 3 full-sized adults easily. This is something you don't often see in this segment. The seats, of course, haven't changed much in that they still have that signature Subaru thing that keeps you comfortable while you're driving but keeps pushing you to get out of the car and go do something. That's a Subaru thing, and it's part of the appeal of these vehicles. Off-road, the Forester is just exactly what you expect from a Subaru, which is a lot. It bounces, climbs, and rallies. In fact, all Subarus, while they're not technical hardcore off-roaders like maybe the Rubicon or the Rover or the Nissan Xterra or Frontier, the Subaru vehicles are still a far cry from the I can barely do a dirt road crossovers that are the norm today. The 2014 Forester proved very capable of taking the not-so-beaten path. In fact, it kind of revels in it. It enjoys that. I took it for early off-road testing on the bluffs above Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. Up there, the trail ranges from any car can do this to good luck. And the 2014 Forester was able to handle almost everything I threw at it. With the exception of very steep rock climbs, it can pretty much do anything you ask of it, if you just do it the right way. It's simply a matter of knowing how to drive a vehicle off-road. The version I had the new active torque split all-wheel drive, which comes with the CVT edition. This gives a lot of really great active all-wheel drive system improvements, which include things that you never see in this segment, like hill descent control and X-mode locking or axle locks. If you spend any time off-road at all, then you fully understand how great these can be. As far as rallying, hitting the dirt road and really getting there, the Forester is a champ. Out here in Wyoming, turning off the paved road is fairly common, and a lot of people do it every day because that's how you get home. And the Forester is more than capable of doing that and doing it at good speeds, thanks mainly to the all-wheel drive system that Subaru has developed over the years. So I would say that if you're a Wyoming buyer and you're looking for a very capable SUV, and you need more off-road prowess than most crossovers will offer, the Subaru Forester is a great option. The base model price is about $22,000, The full-featured touring version, which is the highest-end model, sells for about $33,500. So the price tag is not too bad. You can get a very well-outfitted 2014 Subaru Forester for under $30,000. For AaronOnAutos.com, this has been Aaron Turpin with your Driving in Wyoming podcast. I hope you enjoyed it this week. Come back again next week. We'll talk about another great vehicle.